A very, very good evening, ladies. I hope you guys are all doing good, and let's get started. I know, there has been a lot of excitement coming from your end, and a lot of, all the nerve energies coming about training sessions kab start honge, but this is your first step. Finally, we have started it all, and this is your process, your journey to shine on. So, of course, congratulations, first of all, on completing your auditions process successfully. You proved, in fact, that you are capable and you're willing to learn, because that's what we were only looking for. Ab aapki jo journey start hogi, usme you will be taught, make sure, we'll make sure that you end up creating a unique identity for yourself. So I'm sure आप लोग यहाँ पे सब अपनी एक पहचान बनाने के लिए हो, through various, zariyas that you have, the final destinations that you all mentioned. And now it's our responsibility to make sure that, you take on the process with different experts and learn and endlessly learn as much as you can. So welcome to Forever Star India. Welcome to the family indeed. And this is how we're going to start our first step, our first introductory session. And having said that, let's talk about the platform a little once again. Let's brush up our memories of what Forever Star India represents. Now that you are, part of our family. So yes, the platform is not just about the crown. It's a community that we have successfully built over the past few years. This year, we're running 3 strong simultaneous projects in terms of beauty pageants. Forever Miss India, Mrs. India with 2 categories ranging from 18 to 35 and 36 to 50, and Forever Miss Teen India. ये batch specifically Miss India के कुछ candidates का है, and we have other batches going on as well. And alongside, we also have, successfully started with our, award shows, third season, that is Superheroes and Superwomen Awards. And for the pageant, last year, season 2021, fortunately, was a huge success, where we created a world record of crowning 300 plus winners from across the country. 300 winners एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे क्राउन किए गए फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम एवर, और इस साल का रिकॉर्ड आप लोग सेट करोगे. You guys are going to create another history indeed, and you guys are going to represent season 2022 with your beautiful smiles and, in those couture gowns in the finale. But till then, it's going to be a virtual ceremony, a virtual process. We are all going to meet through boxes that we have at our houses, and make sure that we do not end up being discomfortable, but only, comfortable, and make sure we learn and shine brighter. So ये आप लोगों की शुरुआत है, आप लोगों का रास्ता है. You have to pave your way. The only thing that we need is immense cooperation and your hard work and sincerity towards the entire process. Rest we'll be taking care of. अगर एग्जाम्स हम सेट कर रहे हैं तो कोचिंग भी हम ही प्रोवाइड करेंगे. It's going to be a one-stop platform for you all. And like I mentioned last year, if it was a huge success, we created one record. This year we're definitely going to break the last one and set another history for that matter. And आप लोग 3 levels पे crown किए जाने वाले हो: city, state and national. So why 3 levels? Because I'm sure everybody wants to represent their cities first, then their states, and then their nationality. Because आप लोग अपने शहर से जो लगाव होता है वो बहुत ही स्ट्रांग होता है, and that is who you are, right? आप अपने शहर से होते हो और उसी से आपकी पहचान होती है. So crown तो एक ही बहुत खास होता है. Imagine 3 घर लेके जाना, first for your city, then for your state, and then for your nationals. And alongside, there will be many other opportunities coming your way, various talent rounds and benefits coming along your way, जिसके बारे में आज हम बहुत अच्छे से डिटेल में बात करने वाले हैं. But one special thing that is launching really soon is our Forever Star India exclusive app, an application which is going to be a one-stop solution for all your queries, all your doubts, and most importantly, is going to be a space where you network with professionals from all over the world. Because I'm sure, on any other social media app so far, we have to, filter out the content कि हमारे relatable क्या है. But अब आप लोग sure हो कि आप किस field में हो. So for you now to understand and learn from the right kind of experts is very important, and to consume the right kind of content जो आपको सिर्फ help करे grow करने में, और to build your stronger personality is very important. आप कुछ भी नहीं देख सकते हो, आप कुछ भी नहीं समझ सकते हो. It has to be very particular of what you should learn and what you should totally avoid. So this application is going to be a one-stop solution for that, because again, you will get to learn and interact directly with the professionals, and not just that. आपके सारे talent rounds, सारे interactions, will go live, and the entire of the nation is going to see it, witness it live without having to buffer it all. So imagine पूरी दुनिया के लिए एक जगह से perform करना without having to again travel anywhere, put yourself into any discomfort. So of course I'll be talking more about the application in the coming parts as well, but now let me just welcome my core team of Forever Star India, the two leading ladies, the directors of Forever Star India. First, of course, is Miss Kirti Choudhary, the one who's going to be taking over your major part of the presentation, all fun things and virtual presentation. And second, I have Jaya Chauhan with me, who's also going to be the guiding light, talking about the benefits of the platform. So I welcome these two women on board, and now I take immense pleasure in handing over the mic to Kirti ma'am, who will make sure that you learn today. So keep your pen paper handy. Make sure you take notes of whatever she teaches you today, because I'm sure it's going to help you throughout the journey. ये बहुत basics हैं, but सबसे essential basics हैं. Over to you, Kirti ma'am. Welcome on board.
Thank you so much, Herry, and a very good evening to my lovely participants of Forever Miss India 2022. I can see most of you are extremely prepared for today's session. The way you are sitting, your posture, and the way you are, you've done your hair, and you kind of look prepared for today's session. So I think auditions में जो आपको थोड़ी सी class मिली थी, उस पे आपने ध्यान दिया है. And आगे भी जो चीजें आपको basic से basic भी बताई जाएंगी, make sure you note each and everything down, right? Because generally what we think is that why is there a need to note down? It's a very basic thing, I'll always remember. But gradually what happens is the time period is long, right? You are going to be here for 4 to 5 months, and you have to keep these important pointers in mind, because we are going to meet virtually on a regular basis. Every week, once or twice, we are going to meet. And I do not expect a participant of Forever Miss India to behave unprofessionally, because this is a professional platform. You have to behave in such a way so that people start looking up to you. जब आप किसी room में enter करते हो, कहीं से pass करते हो, people should say that she is a participant of Forever Miss India 2022. Just look at her attire, look at the way she's walking, she's so confident. That's what I want everyone to say for my participants of Forever Miss India. Now I am just sharing my screen. There's going to be a presentation here, so that you gain some clarity about the process. As all of you know, this is your first and the most basic training session of Forever Miss India 2022, wherein we are primarily going to talk about your virtual presence and its importance on this platform. Because see, had the event been offline, you would be giving your auditions also offline, you would be appearing for your training sessions also offline. But just because the platform is online, it's virtual, 90% of the process that we are taking care of here is virtual, which starts from your registrations. I'm sure all of you remember when you registered through our official website of Forever Star India, FSIA.in, that was virtual. After that, you appeared for your audition on a virtual platform only, that was again Zoom. And now this is your third step. After you've become an official participant, आप official participant बन चुके हैं Forever Miss India के, और आपकी training आज start हो चुकी है again on the same platform, that is Zoom. तो 90% जो हमारा process रहेगा वो virtual रहेगा. Gradually जैसे जैसे आपकी training and grooming होगी, उसके साथ में हम आपके talent rounds start कर देंगे. Now टैलेंट राउंड्स में एग्जैक्टली क्या होने वाला है उस पे अभी हम डिटेल में बात करने वाले हैं, बट बिफोर दैट यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ इज द प्रोसेस गोइंग टू बी. यू स्टार्टेड विद योर रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर दिस प्रोसेस, देन यू अपीयर्ड फॉर ऑडिशन. ऑडिशन के बाद आपने एक ऑडिशन रिपोर्ट कार्ड रिसीव किया होगा. उसके बाद जब आपने वो ऑडिशन क्लियर किया, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट ऑडिशन रिपोर्ट कार्ड यू कंप्लीटेड योर पार्टिसिपेशन, एंड नाउ यू आर द ऑफिशियल पार्टिसिपेंट्स ऑफ दिस ब्यूटी पैजेंट. After you completed your participation, we are starting with your training sessions. And along with these training sessions, there are going to be 3 specific talent rounds: talent round 1, talent round 2, and talent round 3, which means you will be getting 3 chances to prove yourselves. ऑडिशन में we did not judge you on the basis of how you performed. We judged you on the basis of how passionate you are, कि आप कितने passionate हो इस इंडस्ट्री में आने के लिए, इस कम्युनिटी का हिस्सा बनने के लिए. लेकिन जैसे जैसे आपकी ट्रेनिंग होगी तो मैटर करेगा कि कितनी चीजें आप यहाँ से सीख रहे हैं, उनको ग्रास्प कर रहे हैं, और ग्रेजुअली जो आप आउटपुट देते हैं, यानी कि जब टैलेंट राउंड में आप अपीयर करते हैं तो कितनी प्रोग्रेस आप डे बाय डे इन टैलेंट राउंड्स में दे रहे हैं. That is going to be extremely important. Again, we are not going to compare you with each other. This comparison is going to be on the basis of progress that you are making individually, which is why I say that this community in its true sense is here to empower women. All of us are going to empower each other. जैसे ही आपके ये तीनों टैलेंट राउंड्स हो जाएंगे, you will be given a score for each talent round. You will not be calling anyone, you will not be talking to anyone कि मेरा क्या स्कोर है, कितना है, कहाँ पता चलेगा. You will directly be going to your Forever Star India profile. आप अपनी प्रोफाइल पे जाएंगे और वहां पे रेगुलर बेसिस पे आपके स्कोर्स अपडेट कर दिए जाएंगे. यानी कि ट्रांसपेरेंसी एक बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से मेंटेन की जा रही है, जो कि ऑडिशन रिपोर्ट कार्ड से शुरू हुई थी, और टैलेंट राउंड के स्कोर्स हैं वो आप वहां पे जाके अपने आप चेक कर सकते हैं. एंड यू कैन एक्चुअली एनालाइज दैट दिस इज हाउ आई परफॉर्म, दैट इज व्हाई दिस इज माय स्कोर इन दिस टैलेंट राउंड. तीनों टैलेंट राउंड्स के बाद 3 चांसेस आपको देने के बाद हम हर सिटी से रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स, or I can call it city winners, city subtitle holders and city runner-ups will be selected from every city in तीनों talent rounds के बाद. And the third and the final step is for us now that city representatives में से we are going to shortlist state representatives, state winners, state subtitle winners and state subtitle holders. That's how it is going to be. So in the next step, we are going to talk about the talent rounds in detail, which Herry is going to take up. Over to you, Herry.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So let's talk about the exams, that you're going to undergo. Of course, 3 talent rounds होने वाले हैं, and हर talent round से पहले आपको train और groom किया जाएगा. So focus पहले सीखने पे होना चाहिए, then compete करने पे. This is the strategy that I would suggest to everyone. From an experience of last year participants, I have seen usually क्या होता है, आप competition में बहुत concentrate कर लेते हो, but when you are being taught, you do not take that seriously, which is where the problem comes in. हमेशा जब आपको कुछ भी सिखाया जा रहा है, चाहे वो कितना ही बेसिक हो, trust me, it is never going to take away anything negative from you. You're always going to learn from it. So talent round 1 is going to be, of course, your first start where you start with, and that is going to be the most special one, I would say, because सबसे पहली बार आप लोग ramp walk करोगे. Of course, आपको ramp walk सिखाई जाएगी, जो auditions में हमने देखा था वैसे हम नहीं करेंगे. We'll improve upon it, and there will be a trainer respectively giving you proper training sessions of the ramp walk. So ramp walk के लिए आपको seriousness बिल्कुल top notch रखना है, because it is something that is going to happen in all the talent rounds. So उससे कोई escape नहीं है. There's one suggestion, please start wearing stilettos. अगर आप kitchen भी जा रहे हो तो I would suggest stilettos पहन के जाओ. That is one thing that you can practice on your own. By default ये चीज आपको अपने habit में लानी है, so that when a trainer is already training you, you have the basics clear with you. आपको ऑडिशन के लिए भी फॉर्मेट में सजेस्ट किया जाता है कि आप स्टिलेटोस पहन के वॉक करो. एंड आई एम श्योर जब एक्सपर्ट्स ने आपको रिव्यूज दिए थे, बीट कीर्ति मैम, बीट जया, द वन थिंग दैट दे स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन्ड इज अवॉइड ब्लॉक हील्स, अवॉइड वेजेस, प्लीज गेट ऑन टू स्टिलेटोस और पेंसिल हील्स, व्हाट वी कॉल देम. Alright, and talent round 1 का description अभी यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है. You do not have to over worry about it, because with time हम इसको brush up करते रहेंगे कि क्या details होंगी क्या नहीं. But अभी एक बार basic समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. It says dress up according to your personality. अब ये एक बहुत ही umbrella term हो गया, because it means you can dress up the way you wish to, but you have to make sure you leave an impression. Because I'm sure you understand कि जब 35 people एक screen पे आते हैं, you have to make sure you stand out. Otherwise, आपकी visibility का जो एक bottom line purpose होना चाहिए वो ये कि अगर मैं ना भी बोलूं और jury मुझे observe कर रही है, so I should be evident enough कि मेरा नाम याद रहे कि this person was dressed up so well. And I'm sure COVID में 2 साल हम अपने कपड़े अंदर रख चुके हैं. Now it's time for you to make sure you look your best. Put your best makeup on, look your best, and utilize the time. आप लोग फ्यूचर विनर्स बनने वाले हो. So there is no reason to say no to, okay, मैं टी-शर्ट में ही बैठ जाती हूँ, ट्रेनिंग ही तो है. Trust me, the jury is constantly observing you. अभी भी जिनके कैमरास ऑन नहीं है, it is being noticed. So please make sure that you're constantly attentive, because अगर आप किसी चीज को अपना सपना बोल रहे हो, वो सिर्फ बोल के नहीं दिखेगा, उसको प्रूव करना पड़ेगा, दिखाना पड़ेगा how serious and passionate you are. ठीक है? So this thing should be very clear with you when we say dress up according to your personality. So it gives you a freedom, of course, try, keeping it Western, Indo-Western only, so that वो theme को follow up करे. And having said that, make sure that you do not end up confusing anything amongst what you want to pursue or portray. आपका perception आपके dressing से ही clear होना चाहिए, बिना आपके बोले. That is one thing that you need to realize. Okay, because trust me, I'm sure जब आप खुद को भी, जब आप टी-शर्ट पजामा में होते हो, आपको खुद को भी seriously हम नहीं लेते हैं. Lekin when we are dressed up, we have another kind of confidence with us, right? I'm sure everybody agrees. I can see people smiling, because when you go for a party, you take yourself seriously and you dress up for that. So this is a party altogether. This is not just, a t-shirt pajama thing. These sessions are your party, because you mentioned, all of you in your auditions, कि मेरा सपना है, मैं बचपन से सपना देख रही हूँ कि मुझे वो crown चाहिए. So that should look up to into all of it. Talk about your aspirations, कि of course वही question फिर से जो आपको बहुत clarity के साथ अब दोबारा बताना है, because auditions में आपने समझा होगा कि कहाँ lack किया है. There was one question asked, why do you want to come on this platform? उसके पर्सपेक्ट में आपको एक और क्लियर आंसर आपको पता होना चाहिए when you come to talent round 1. Your aspirations, what is your dream, and why do you want the crown? ठीक है? Give clarity as to how you see yourself in future. Highlight details about your idol in life, your inspiration. Very important. आपका personal life में आपकी inspiration कौन है, या कौन है, of course, gender, unbiased. You have to talk about it. But it should make sense. It should be relatable, because yes, a cricketer can't be an inspiration when you are talking about the modeling or the glamour world. It has to make sense. It has to be relatable, तो फिर वो चाहे आपके पर्सनल लाइफ में से कोई हो जिसका अपने कुछ पाथ से आप कनेक्ट करते हो, या फिर anyone from the glamour industry who you think you can relate to, ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको कोई famous personality ही choose करना है, but it should, because I'm sure जब आप दिल से बात करोगे वो बहुत clearly दिखता है, चाहे सिर्फ इतना सा screen है, but it's very clear when you talk with clarity and when you are just making things up. वो difference आपके emotion में, आपकी pitch में आ जाता है, ठीक है? And of course we'll be winding it up by ramp walk towards the end. So आप ये जो चीजें disclose करके अपने first round में you will start with your ramp walk. So जो audition में introduction था वो replace हो जाएगा आपकी aspirations के साथ, your purpose in life and your inspiration in life. ये 3 major points. Again, not to worry, there will be an image consultant giving you a proper reference on how to prepare these pointers and make sure you present yourself really beautifully, because that is where the difference you will see yourself into. And end mein, there will be an interaction with jury members with respect to your preparation for this round. So please be prepared now. क्योंकि audition was a one-sided interaction, आपको अपनी तरफ से बताना था, and then there was not much questions asked because आपको पता था कि आपको क्या बोलना है. But talent rounds will be more spontaneous. You have to be prepared with everything. आपसे अगर कुछ random भी पूछा जाए, you cannot just say, कि okay, I'm not sure how to answer this. That's not how it works. आपको clear होना पड़ेगा. You will have to have all your answers intact related to this field. Of course, nobody is asking you the recipe for how to make aam panna. It will be relatable questions, but it has to make sense. All right, ma'am, can we shift to talent round 2? Yeah. So talent round 2, I hope talent round 1 की कुछ details आपको समझ आई हो. Again, re-emphasizing, घबराना या tension नहीं लेना है. I'll be brushing over it almost in every session that we meet into. Okay.
Also, we'll be sharing these details with them personally on their WhatsApp, also in a PDF format.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Not have to worry.
And even this recording will go up on YouTube. And second will be showcase your talent. Now, talent can be again an umbrella term, कुछ भी हो सकता है. हॉबीज और टैलेंट में फर्क होता है. मुझे गाना अच्छा लगता है और मैं अच्छा गाती हूँ में बहुत फर्क है. You like to sing, but that does not mean you are a good singer. You have to be sure of what is a hobby and what is a talent. A talent can be anything that you want to highlight, because यहाँ पे हर चीज आपको अपनी पर्सनालिटी के साथ कनेक्ट करके ही represent करनी है. You cannot take these things lightly, you know, कि oh I love singing, let me just sing. But then there are 10 people who are thinking, okay, this is not what is a talent. You need to be sure. बहुत thin line होती है hobby और talent में, and that's what you know you need to find out. Of course, there is a good time in this, so ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको कुछ instantly होना है. और दो तरह के talents होते हैं. I always talk about it: static and physical movement involved. Static हो गया when you can just sit and sing, or you can just show up onto something, you know. अगर आप paint करते हो तो आप paintings दिखा सकते हो या जो भी है. And yes, a physical movement is like when you dance, or when you show any kind of, say if you are into yoga or martial arts, all these things. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि feminine talents तक ही ये चीज bracket वो defined रहेगी. It will be all about all kinds of talent, but like I said, talent और hobby में बड़ा difference रहेगा. You will dress up according to your idol, very important. तो इसमें dress frame change हो गया, dress code change हो गया. तो जो भी आपने first reference में अपना idol mention किया था, उसको ऐसे नहीं mention करना है कि cool लगने के लिए मैंने कोई random नाम ले दिया कि अरे this is my idol, but that has to show because वो second round में connected होगा. ठीक है? Of course, if you have multiple idols, there will be variations. You can dress up as the one you would like to, and your makeup and conduct will be also according to the idol that you select. Makeup is a very, very strong tool of representation. This you need to be very sure about, because I'm sure you understand, having a certain kind of makeup on, not just makeup, but a certain kind of makeup on can bring major differences. अगर आप कभी movies को बहुत ध्यान से देखोगे, the way a character is styled, उसका makeup होता है, वो उसकी personality के बारे में बहुत कुछ represent करता है. If it's Alia Bhatt with coal eyes in Gangubai, or if it's Naina with open hair in Ye Jawani Hai Diwani in the second half of the movie, it represents her free character, and with the Alia Bhatt, it represents her intensity. So you need to be sure of how you're going to use makeup as a tool to represent your art, your idol's personality. And of course, we'll be winding up again with the ramp walk towards the end of your performance. And interaction with the jury members, again, will be a definite part of it. So her round mein interaction to hoga hi. So mentally prepare yourself, not just, with the content, but जब आप mentally prepared होते हो कि हमसे कुछ भी पूछा जा सकता है, trust me, the confidence will be double. तो अगर आपके पास जवाब थोड़ा weak भी होगा, but at least confidence, should be there in your conversation. Last round, the showstopper round, as I would call it, uska primarily factor hoga aapke makeup according to your personality, whatever you want to dress up as. But agar main ise showstopper round bol rahi hu, to it is the most key round of all, right? So isme aapki ramp walk ke jo improvement hoga तीनों graphs se comparison mein should be top notch. And here you should not be slipping or making excuses, but just walking the ramp like a queen, जैसे आप खुद को finale में ramp walk करते हुए imagine करने वाले हो. So of course ramp walk attire should be according to the ramp walk. It should not be anything casual. It has to be top notch attire of a ramp walk. Can be a slit gown, a short good one piece dress with all the blings. You can go as bling as you want. So these are some things जो हम पहले बता रहे हैं, so that you're mentally prepared and you do not end up thinking कि okay अब मैं क्या करूँ, right? You have to know these things, and of course in the end there will be a sweet interesting interaction where we'll get to know more about you. So I hope मैंने काफी कुछ clear कर दिया है, but काफी कुछ bit time जब हम trainings complete करेंगे आपको इससे भी ज़्यादा clarity आएगी, because you will know जो आपने सीखा है वो आपके exam से कैसे connect होने वाला है. So that is it from my end for today. Thank you so much, and over to you, Kirti.
Thank you so much, Herry, for covering the talent rounds in detail. I am also sure that most of the candidates, they understand that what is in store for them and how are they going to present themselves gradually. I'm sure now everyone understands कि आज से ही आप stilettos में walk करने की practice शुरू करने वाले हैं. Otherwise, if I say कि time बहुत है, तो कहने को time बहुत है. But if you come to your own, improvement, your own progress, you do not have time. Each and every day, each and every second is important for you. हर रोज आप क्या practice करते हो, क्या देखते हो, क्या सीखते हो YouTube पे, that is going to matter a lot. Do not totally rely on the trainers, because trainers are going to see you once or twice a week. लेकिन उसके अलावा आप उस नॉलेज को या उनके इनपुट्स को किस तरीके से अप्लाई करते हैं, दैट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इन द लॉन्ग रन. माइंड इट. So now we are actually going to talk about virtual presence, because now you understand that how is this process only virtual. Virtual यानी कि हम सब कुछ ऑनलाइन करने वाले हैं, तो ऑनलाइन हम खुद को कैसे शो कर रहे हैं, किस तरीके से प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, इस बॉक्स के अंदर हम क्या दिखा रहे हैं, that is going to play a very very important factor on what score you receive at the end of these talent rounds. So एज यू अंडरस्टैंड वर्चुअल प्रेजेंस के बहुत सारे पार्ट्स हैं, उसमें से सबसे पहला आई टॉक अबाउट सस्टेन योर एनर्जी. I always say that whenever you are coming, even for a training session or for a talent round, you should be eating your fruits or you should be eating anything that gives you instant energy so that you do not look dull in your session. अभी भी अगर मैं देखूं तो बहुत से ऐसे कैंडिडेट्स हैं जो you're not even smiling, बहुत ही एक न्यूट्रल फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन के साथ बैठे हैं. तो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है that we are very low on energy. So you need to decide for yourself that how do you wish your audience to look at you, even if you're not speaking, because in these sessions you will not be speaking. But as already mentioned, there are going to be people who are, noting down each and every activity that you're doing here on the virtual screen. Right? So if you're not responding, if you're not smiling, if you're not nodding, that means you are showing no interest in the training session, right? So that will be judged. Minded. Understand, if you want to come across as a person with very high energy, you have to talk like that. If you want to come across as a person who's very calm, you have to talk like that. Because abhi aap jaise jaise trainers ko dekhoge, you'll be able to analyze that, okay, this person is very energetic. Jaise Herry jab baat karti hai, to aapko lagta hoga she's so energetic, she's so positive, right? So across the screen also, she is radiating that positivity. Why? Because she wants to come across like an energetic, a very positive person. That's for her to decide. और यहाँ पे हम क्यों बोल रहे हैं? Why is Harry talking? Because she wants you to understand what she's saying, right? So we are here for the audience. We are not here only for ourselves. We are here for the audience to listen to us, to understand us, and to retain what we are saying. So sustain your energy. Second, very, very important part of virtual presence is the stability of your camera. If you remember in your auditions, most of you were holding your phones while you were talking, right? So when we are holding our phones or our laptop or any other device in our hand, it cannot be stable. आप कभी आप मूव करते हो, कभी आपका कैमरा मूव करता है, और जब आप रैंप वॉक करते हो तब भी आपका एंगल सही नहीं होता है. So before we start with the session, you can actually do a trial Zoom session with a friend or a family member of yours. And you can be 100% sure that yes, my angle is perfect, right? My camera is not moving. If you're using a phone, you can actually use a pile of books, just like it's used here in the picture, right? If you're using a laptop and you want the angle to be a little above and at your eye level, then you can again use a pile of books or any table, right? So anything that is available at your home and it's making your camera stable, you must use that. But वो कब होगा? जब आपकी preparation होगी, जब आप पहले से सोचोगे इस चीज के बारे में. That is why I say that these are some very minute points but have to be kept in mind, क्योंकि जब आपका कैमरा ऐसे मूव करता रहता है, the jury members even they get distracted. तो अगर वो आपको 8 points देने वाले थे तो वो कितने देंगे? They might give you 7.5 or a 7 because your camera was not stable and you were not visible clearly. Now comes another essential point, position on screen. आपकी screens दो तरीके से हो सकती हैं. Either it is going to be vertical, just like I can see that Jyoti is here. Your screen is vertical. But if I look at Rashmi, your screen is horizontal or in portrait mode. So if you're using a phone, your screen is going to be vertical. If you're using a laptop or a computer or a desktop, it is going to be horizontal. But आप दोनों में से कोई भी चीज अगर use कर रहे हैं, make sure the distance between the top of your head and the top of the screen is only 1 to 2 inches. राइट? क्योंकि अगर ये गैप इससे ज्यादा या इससे बहुत ज्यादा कम होता है तो आप बहुत ज्यादा पास या बहुत ज्यादा दूर दिखाई देते हैं, राइट? इट जस्ट लुक्स मोर प्रोफेशनल. इससे फर्क कुछ नहीं पड़ने वाला है. आप बहुत दूर बैठ के अपने बारे में बात कर रहे हो, सबको सुनाई देगा. But when you are sitting across at an apt distance, it just looks more professional. That is why maintain this distance, maintain it in such a way that you are visible clearly. There is one more point when I talk about the position, your background. आप जहाँ पे बैठे हैं, बहुत जरूरी है कि आपका background mess free, messy नहीं होना चाहिए. That again creates a negativity, right? अगर अभी आप मेरा background देख रहे हैं, it's very clean, right? बिल्कुल light color की wall है. You can just see 4 paintings in my background. लेकिन अगर इसकी जगह एक बहुत ही मैसी सा बैकग्राउंड होता, बहुत ही डार्क कलर की वॉल होती, या बहुत सारे कपड़े बिखरे पड़े हैं, पीछे कुछ और सामान बिखरा हुआ है, देन हाउ वुड यू परसीव मी? आप सोचते कि ये तो शी इज अ वेरी मेसी पर्सन, ये अपना घर भी संभाल के नहीं रख सकती, ऑफिस भी संभाल के नहीं रख सकती. सो एट द बैक ऑफ द माइंड इट इज गोइंग ऑन, विच मीन्स योर बैकग्राउंड हैज टू बी नीट. आप बिल्कुल प्लेन वॉल के सामने बैठ सकते हैं. अ लॉट ऑफ यू आर सिटिंग अक्रॉस अ प्लेन वॉल, विच इज अ पॉजिटिव साइन. योर बैकग्राउंड हैज टू बी क्लीन. Now comes a very, very important part of your virtual presence, your body language, right? So generally, if I talk about body language, it actually comprises 65% of your communication. It means when you are talking to someone, your body language matters more than 50%. मतलब 65% impact सामने वाले पे जा रहा है आपकी body language की वजह से. Now, what is body language? If I talk about your facial expression, your eye contact, the upper part of your body, how are you using your hands, your shoulders, your torso, your legs, your feet. So overall usage of your body while you are talking to someone is body language, right? But here I'm only talking about virtual presence. Virtually अगर हम देखते हैं तो सिर्फ हमारा upper part visible है, right? Upper part में आपका face cover होता है, your shoulders are there and your hands are there. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए हम primarily बात करेंगे facial expression, your eye contact and your hand gestures. Now, if I look at most of you, you are not smiling. आपका facial expression बिल्कुल neutral है. उससे क्या होता है कि सामने वाला आपको notice ही नहीं करेगा. Why would we notice you? Only if you are radiating positivity. अगर आप पूरे session में smile कर रहे हो, you are nodding, you're showing interest, that means the jury members are going to notice you. And only if they notice you, तभी वो आपको अच्छा score आगे दे पाएंगे, and they'll be able to remember that, okay, वैष्णवी आई थी इस सेशन में, she was constantly smiling, she was looking very positive, but अभी वैष्णवी मुझे थोड़े से गुस्से में लग रही है, I don't know why, she's looking at the screen with a lot of anger. Yeah, so वो गुस्सा नहीं दिखाना है, अपना गुस्सा, अपनी सैडनेस, सब कुछ आप छोड़ के यहाँ पे आ सकते हैं. You can be present in the moment, right? That's what life is all about. You have to be present in the moment. Do not think about what's going to happen next. ये मत सोचिए कि मेरा टर्न आने वाला है, मैं क्या बोलूंगी, क्या करूंगी. It actually makes you more nervous, right? So feel light, keep smiling, listen to what the trainers are saying, understand. Why are they here? They are here for you. Now, coming to eye contact. Eye contact, जब हम offline होते हैं तो हमारे लिए बहुत easy होता है करना, because we are actually sitting with the person, right? Or we are standing in front of the person who's going to judge us. तो हम उसकी तरफ देख के बात करते हैं. But virtually जब आप होते हैं तो it gets a little difficult, right? आप सोचते होंगे मैं कहाँ पे देखूं, candidates की तरफ देखूं या screen पे नीचे देखूं, ऊपर देखूं. A very, very simple formula. Look towards the camera. आपके फोन का कैमरा है, आपके लैपटॉप का कैमरा है, आप उस कैमरा की तरफ अगर स्ट्रेट देखेंगे तो सामने वाले को या आपकी ऑडियंस को यही लगेगा कि आपने आई कांटेक्ट उनसे मेंटेन कर रखा है. एंड आई कांटेक्ट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट एंड इट शोज हाउ कॉन्फिडेंट यू आर. Right? So in order to portray your confidence, you have to look towards your screen so that the jury members can feel connected to you. Jury members can actually understand what you are trying to say, right? So eye contact. Eye contact के बाद हम आते हैं hand gestures पे. Now, I'm sure, when I was talking, even I'm using my hands a lot. While Herry was speaking, she was also using her hands. So why is it so? Hand gestures can actually make your communication more effective, right? By using your hand gestures, you can say more in less words. जरूरी नहीं है कि आप बोलते ही जा रहे हैं, आप कम बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन जितना बोल रहे हैं अगर वो इफेक्टिवली आप कम्युनिकेट कर पा रहे हैं सामने वाले के साथ, then half your work is done, right? So we are here to actually tell people what are we doing, how capable we are, how talented we are. So your hand gestures are going to help you. वो आपको ये बताने में हेल्प करेंगे कि आप कितने पैशनेट हैं, राइट? आप कितने यू नो हाउ ट्रू यू आर टू योर ओन सेल्फ, हाउ हार्ड वर्किंग यू आर, क्या क्या आपने प्रिपेयर किया है, सब आप इफेक्टिवली अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन में दे सकते हैं. इसीलिए हैंड जेस्चर्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट यू कॉपी समवन एल्स, राइट? जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर आप नहीं कर पा रहे हैं लेकिन फिर भी आप ट्राई करें हैंड जेस्चर्स यूज करने का. यू विल फॉरगेट व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू से, राइट? लेकिन नेचुरली आप जितना कर सकते हैं उतना हैंड जेस्चर्स यूज करने की कोशिश कीजिए. डू नॉट यूज टू मच ऑफ इट. बहुत ज्यादा भी आपको अपने हैंड्स नहीं यूज करने हैं. अगेन, it gets very distracting for the audience and the jury members. They will not be able to concentrate on what you're saying and they will just get busy with your hands, right? जब होता है ना कुछ लोग बहुत ज्यादा हाथों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, वो भी नहीं होना चाहिए. Use your gestures with hands in a balanced way. Practice it, right? I keep telling everyone in the auditions also that whatever you are coming for, if you're coming for your talent round 1, then you must practice it in front of a mirror. This is the most underrated type of practice. So you should be practicing in front of a mirror and then see if you're able to use your hands freely. Is it coming naturally to you? Are you using your content properly? So that's how it is going to help you. I'm sure now everyone understands that body language plays a very, very important part. And here you're going to present yourselves 3 times in 3 talent rounds. So you are not going to forget any of the points that have been mentioned here. Yeah? Because यही आपकी मदद करने वाले हैं उस क्राउन तक पहुंचने में. Because see, the jury members are going to see you offline during the finale. फिनाले में अभी समय है, लेकिन फिनाले से पहले जो आपको इंप्रेशन बनाना है वो आप इस बॉक्स में बनाएंगे, राइट? और इस बॉक्स पे अपना इंप्रेशन कैसे बनाना है, हाउ यू शुड बी लुकिंग प्रेजेंटेबल, योर हेयर शुड बी लुकिंग नीट, you should be doing a nude, a very basic makeup. Even when you're coming for training sessions, आपकी practice होगी उससे, right? Of course, the makeup consultants, the makeup trainers, the image consultants are going to talk about in detail. But from the very first day, I am expecting each one of you to sit across the screen in a professional manner, right? Just like we are sitting, just like the team members are sitting. So आप basic हमसे भी सीख सकते हो, but gradually the technicalities, specifically अगर मैं रैंप वॉक की बात करूं कि रैंप वॉक के आपको 2 या 3 लेवल्स सिखाए जाएंगे. सबसे बेसिक लेवल आपको रैंप वॉक ट्रेनिंग दी जाएगी टैलेंट राउंड 1 से पहले. But do not just rely on these training sessions. Put in your efforts, put in your hard work, and there's a lot of sweat and tears that's going to get into it before you are here for the finale, walking down the ramp in that beautiful couture gown. All the best.
Thank you, Kirti ma'am. Thank you. I think there's one thing that would clear this. Coaching हम सब एक ही अगर उससे भी ले लें इंस्टीट्यूशन से, but self study is something that makes people win the cases. बिकॉज आप स्कोर अच्छा कर सकते हो बट फर्स्ट आने के लिए बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. दैट इज वेयर इंडिविजुअल इनपुट्स कम इनटू पिक्चर. आई कैन सी पीपल नॉटिंग अक्रॉस द स्क्रीन. सो आई नो सब समझ गए कि जब हम एक ट्यूशन सब एक ही जाते हैं, स्कूल सब एक ही जाते हैं, बट टॉपर्स बहुत कम होते हैं. किसी रीजन से होते हैं बिकॉज यू पुट इन योर एक्स्ट्रा इनपुट्स, यू मेक श्योर यू टेक थिंग्स सीरियसली and you are there by hook or crook, because I'm sure आप लोग यहाँ पे भी बहुत मेहनत करके पहुंचे हो. I remember when we discussed the first step is always the hardest, like Jaya calls it, it takes a lot of courage to come on the screen and talk about yourself. And वो आप लोगों ने कर लिया है. That is why you are here today. So of course, be proud of yourself and make sure, you take this journey into all the fun way that you can. And no matter you win or not, but you learn something that stays with you. बिकॉज ट्रस्ट मी, ये ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आपको पर्सनली भी जब आप कहीं भी बाहर जाओगे, द कॉन्फिडेंस दैट यू विल सी योरसेल्फ इन दीज 3 to 4 months come up. You will not even need any of your friends around you to talk to any stranger. You can just talk to any random person and make sure that they take you seriously. Because चाहते तो हम यही है ना कि जब हम बात करें तो सब हमें सुने. So that's what we are looking for. So yes, having heard from the best with the team, Kirti ma'am, now I would introduce you and take immense pride in doing so. Our winner from last year, the one who took 3 crowns home, Naomi Ribeiro, Miss India second runner-up, and she's going to be talking about her journey in the crown. Indeed, this is her biggest crown, the third one that she took, because she was first Miss Mumbai, Miss Maharashtra, and then Miss India second runner-up. And you can just Google her name, you will find her credentials. That's the kind of identity she holds, जहाँ पे आप लोग पहुँचने वाले हो. Remember, हमने screen पे Naomi Ribeiro search किया था जब हम auditions में थे. So today she is in front of all of you, and there she is sitting in a lovely crown. Hi Naomi, how are you?
I'm good, Harry. How are you?
I am good too. Thank you for asking, and I'm sure the candidates cannot wait to hear, from their inspiration, I guess, now on.
Definitely. So good evening to all you lovely people out there. And, it just gives me a lot of nostalgia because few months I was there and now I'm here. So, I'm sure many of y'all may be wondering, how to go about it. But trust me, like what Herry ma'am and Kirti ma'am have said, you just be confident, attend all your trainings and take it seriously. Because what happens is when you think, okay, theek hai, ghar pe baithe hai, so we can have a laid back attitude. But no, because I took it very seriously personally from day one, from my audition to my talent round, to the other talent rounds that we had. Although it made, when Kirti ma'am also took through the entire, the presentation of what are the different talents. Trust me, when you put your heart, you put your mind, your soul into it, it will happen. It will just be a cakewalk for you. And of course, when I started it, I was a bit nervous, not to say that I wasn't nervous. I was a bit nervous at the start. But, gradually when I was practicing, talking in front of the mirror, walking in front of the mirror, practicing in stilettos, it did definitely help me in a very good way because when I got selected as Miss Mumbai, I was really very happy. Genuinely, I was very happy. And I was like, okay, so that motivated me to go ahead for Miss Maharashtra. So I went for Miss Maharashtra and I won Miss Maharashtra. So I was like, okay, so if I could do Miss Mumbai, I can do Miss Maharashtra. Let me just try and, try for Miss India. Why not? Why not try? So when we actually went there offline, walking on heels, standing over there for a long period of time, it really helped me because I practiced. All the trainings that our lovely trainers will be training you. Whatever they say, practice at home. Even when you're cooking, when you're, when you're working, when you're sitting. I remember when I used to sit and work. When I would take my break, I will make sure that I'm wearing my, stilettos and walking around. So when I was walking the ramp, it was a cakewalk. I didn't have any aches, any pains. I was very, very happy. I was very confident walking the ramp. And since then, I still remember very, very, it's like such a proud moment for me. It's like when I walked into Jaipur airport with my crown and my sash, I had so many people coming up to me and clicking pictures. Some of them even took autographs. I was like, oh my goodness, is this like a celebrity feel? From Jaipur till Mumbai when I came, even on the aircraft when I traveled by Air India, I remember the pilot announcing, we are so glad to have forever Miss India runner-up, traveling with us. And I hope you like our service. And it really felt really good. It's such a good feeling and such a proud moment. I remember when I landed to Mumbai and I remember I landed at 6 p.m. But by the time I got out of the airport, it was 8:30 because there was so much of crowd, so many people wanting to know what is it all about, clicking pictures. And some of them actually, because, back then was masks, some of them actually thought I was Harnaz. And they were like, ma'am, are you Harnaz? And I was like, oh my goodness. It's like a big thing because someone comparing to Harnaz is a big platform. So it all starts, I was in awe. I was shocked. I was like, Forever Star India has really, not only made me the better version of myself, but it's also given me ample amount of, people always think, okay, now you won the crown. What next? Next, I remember another 3 months, I was called to different colleges, different schools to judge. And, they used to have this Mr. and Miss of a particular college. So I had gone and I had judged, recently I judged Mr. and Miss Prime, which is a universal college, which is in Mumbai. I was also called to Kerala to give a talk on, how to be a better version of yourself. But because of COVID and there were some issues which I couldn't go, but then hopefully I'll be able to go in the next 3 to 4 months. So there are so many things that, FCI has actually helped me. The moment I got the crown, and it's not only because of the crown, even before getting the crown, there were so many sessions, so many trainings, which actually helped improve me, whether the way I sit, the way I talk, the way you walk. It's like when you walk into the room, you should be like a live wire of the room, or you should be like that spotlight. Like the moment you enter, people are actually going to look at you. And it actually started happening, whichever room, whether it's a restaurant, whether even it's a grocery, or even it's DMart, people would actually look, because, then I started dressing up, because once you're, working towards a pageant, people actually observe the way you behave, the way you talk, the clothes that you wear. I've seen so many of them from where I stay. They were like, oh, I remember her. She was my teacher. And I'm so proud. And so trust me, I mean, it's not only about the crown, it's about also the lifetime thing that they have. It was so good that I actually benefited. Like I would say I benefited to the fullest. Whether it was my lovely makeup that I got it done, whether it was my hair that I got it done, whether it was the gowns, the beautiful gowns, it was really nice. So I would say that, Herry and Kirti ma'am and Jaya have actually been like three angels. Like, they have Charlie's angels, but they are angels because they've motivated me, they've encouraged me, they've actually pushed me. Because there were days when I would not really feel, I would not feel confident, I would feel very sad, and I would have a conversation. They'll be like, no, Naomi, you can do it. You can do it. So they've always pushed me, and I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful, that it would not have happened without these three really motivating me. And of course, sir. So thank you so much, and all the very best to all of you. I'm sure today you are there, I'm here, tomorrow you'll be here, and you'll be telling your journey with the other contestants. So thank you so much, Herry, and thank you so much, Kirti ma'am and Jaya, for giving me this opportunity where I can actually sit and share my journey, because FCI is a community of empowering women, to become a better version of their self, whether it's to love yourself, whether it's to have the strength, or whether it's to be brave or courageous. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Naomi. And I think, हम तीनों मिला के भी आपके जितनी energy audience में नहीं create कर सकते थे, because the moment they saw the crown, they were dreaming themselves into it, Thank you so much for being here with us today. And now, let's put it over to the third angel, Jaya, Chauhan, who would be, of course, talking about the benefits of the platform.
Thank you, Herry, and a very good evening to all of you. So, crown तो देख लिया है, but उसकी बहुत बड़ी journey है, which we have to go through. So, journey, talent rounds, the virtual presentation, the trainers, and everything has been discussed. एक चीज throughout the show, क्या benefits आपको मिलने वाले हैं? जो आपने यहाँ पे रजिस्ट्रेशन किया है, जो ट्रेनिंग सेशंस में आ रहे हैं, डेफिनेटली ट्रेनिंग सेशन से आपका 360 ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होने वाला है. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, व्हाट आर द की बेनिफिट्स व्हिच यू आर गोइंग टू गेट फ्रॉम हियर? सो firstly, when you have participated here, you have become a lifetime member of Forever Star India. जिनकी प्रोफाइल्स अच्छे से पूरी अपडेटेड है ऑन फॉरएवर स्टार इंडिया. आपकी प्रोफाइल लाइव भी हो चुकी है. अगर किसी की प्रोफाइल लाइव नहीं है, प्लीज गो टू योर प्रोफाइल्स, fill each and every detail so that you can also become verified member in the community section. So ये सिर्फ इस साल के लिए नहीं है. This is a lifetime membership. That means your profile is going to be live on our website for the lifetime. And apart from that, these profiles are going to rank over Google. अब ये तो हम पहले भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं during the part of your audition, Google ranking. जैसे आपने देखा होगा, Naomi की profile which is ranking over Google, and she has 3 crowns. But at participation level, जो आपकी profiles Google पे rank करने वाली है, for that you have to update your profile completely 100% on a very daily basis. Not just you have updated it once, you have to update new pictures, you have to update your new achievements in the profile. That's how you're going to inspire other women. आज आप देख रहे हो the other women who has the crown on the head, and then you all are smiling over the screen. There will be a time very soon when you will be the jury and the judge in the upcoming time, and being a lifetime member. So what you have to do is just update your profile. That's how it is going to rank over Google. If someone is looking at your profile, there should be some inspiration. So that's how you have to maintain your profile. Definitely, there will be a lot of social media promotions and hard copy certificate and sash, which are going to be delivered at your doorstep. And talk about this social media promotion. बहुत सारे आप लोगों के accounts है जो Instagram and Facebook पे private है. Make sure अब ये private नहीं होने चाहिए. You search Naomi, she has a very public account and it is a well maintained and put up account. So winner बनने की journey के लिए starting आपको अभी से करनी है, right? Put up your best picture, put up your best content on social media, tag Forever Star India on the stories. So ये stories repost होगी, there will be a lot of people who will be looking. You see there are a lot of followers. ये followers आपकी stories जब देखेंगे, they will reach up to you based on your profiles. So that's how you have to maintain your social media accounts. And definitely it should not be private. It should be a public account. And apart from that, there will be a lot of training and grooming. ये already Kirti ma'am आपको बता चुके हैं how the training and grooming is going to be, but there will be a minimum 3 months of training. You do not have to miss on any training sessions. We have the best expert in the industry. There will be image consultant, there will be a ramp walk expert, fitness trainer. You just name one and they will be there to guide you in the process. Whatever you want, the trainer will be providing you. It's just all your efforts which you have to put on. So आपके efforts 100% होंगे, then only you can win the crown for city, then the state and the national. Definitely you see that big crown. ये बड़ा crown और बड़ा होने वाला, I think when it will be going over your head. I think आप बहुत सारे इसमें से, I think there are a lot of capable people. Just the grooming and the training part जो आपको बहुत seriously लेना है. Okay, apart from that, how it is going to be. जैसे ही आपकी training हो गई, आपके talent rounds हुए, then we are going to decide the city representative, the state representative. ये जो crowning ceremony है, that is going to be held in the month of September in Hotel Marriott Jaipur, where we have crowned 300 winners last year, and soon to be, there will be 700 winners this year to be crowned at city, state, and national level. The city and state ka competition hai, the crowning part which I'm talking about will be held in Marriott, and the national winners will be crowned in the month of December. The location will be updated to you at least 2 to 3 months prior. So nothing has to be worried. Just one thing which I would say, to update your profile. Update your profile, be updated on social media and be updated on every and each training sessions. So all the very best from my side. I'll just see you in the upcoming rounds, in the upcoming talent rounds and the training sessions. So all the very best. Bye. Over to you, Herry, now.
Thank you so much, Jaya. Thank you. And let's refresh your memory about the app once again, because it's going to be one special step that this season's participants are going to witness. Last year, the app was not a part of our platform. This year, it's going to be taking a very, very special and important place. Because yes, you guys will be live on the app, and you will आपके सारे जो भी training sessions हैं, recordings हैं, everything will be live there. We will be sharing the links as well soon. आपके पास एक special message भी आ गया होगा, you will be getting it really soon, I'm sure. And the idea is to make sure that वहाँ पे सिर्फ verified members ही हों. Because let's be honest, we are all very scared of going with our pictures which are not safe, on unsafe platforms and all of that. So that gets redundantly, cleared, because only verified members of the platform will be up there on the app, जिनकी identities और जिनकी, profiles approved की गई हैं. Just like you guys. Similarly, जो भी trainers आपको training देंगे, या जो भी fashion designers, makeup artists on board आएंगे, या on board आए थे last year, they will be all up on this app, sharing their expertise, their new interesting experiences for you to learn from and directly interact with them. Because what happens is, usually अगर हम किसी भी social media platform की बात करें, there are so many of there's so much of content, there's so many people that filter out करना is practically impossible कि आपसे relevant कौन है, who is going to help you in the journey that you wish to achieve. But here that becomes easier, because this only is about the platform that you are a part of, and आप लोगों के final destinations बहुत similar हैं. The industry is very similar. So I'm sure there is no filtration required. Having said that, there's one thing that you all need to do is, I'm sharing social media details of Forever Star India once again into the chat box. Make sure you follow Forever Star India on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook to stay updated with all the relevant updates. काफी इंफॉर्मेशन है जो कभी कभी सिंगुलरली प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे आएगी. ऐसा बड़ा चीज लॉन्च हो रहा है, be it the unique design of the certificate or anything relevant to that, everything is going to be a part of it. And now, just to have the final word with you guys, I would now take, respectively from Kirti ma'am and Jaya to, have a final word with you guys. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for being here, and I shall see you soon.